was good. Hear me? Give me 2 thumbs up if you can hear me and see me. Pretty please. Trying to see. I know I did something wrong because I'm doing this on a whole nother. This on a no. It's just ultra laggy. That's been happening lately a lot. How y'all doing? Tiff, Renaissance Grandma, C. Francis, Shaquila Holmes, Soldier, Solo Soldier, how you doing? Mary Glover, My Cart Runneth Over, Christopher Jones, DD9, Cynthia Marie, Garden Love Homestead, how you doing, sister? Abby Long, Crafty Mom Creations, Salon Diva, Nicole F. Broke Farm in the House. What's up? I had to pull my phone out because it's gonna be a trip. So I wanted to come in here real quick and say hello to everybody and really give you a chance to ask me a few questions. And then before we do that, I wanted to actually show you something and show you proof. So many people keep on saying what I be doing work, and I just wanted to show proof of my chili dog method. The chili dog method is an air layer kind of way that I came up with to make it easier on everybody to do the air layer, even people that don't really know how to do it. It's just simple. Here's the proof. Everybody, after this live stream, I'm going to link the video of me actually doing this chili dog method video. I did it live and I did it on an edited video. I'm going to link that at the end of this video. But I wanted to show you, this is why you do an air layer. Because remember, we just did this in the fall. So this whole branch that came off of that tree, off of that pear tree, is not only blooming, is not only leafing out, but is blooming with fruiting flowers, fruiting buds. This whole branch here, this big old giant one, I said that's a whole tree I took off. And this one over here, this little guy, still blooming. Those are fruiting buds. If I allow that to fruit, it will produce fruit. So, let me show y'all this before people think I'm joking. These are the ones still in the same 5-gallon buckets that I put them in. Okay. So, with that, did I have any questions at all? It doesn't have to be about this situation, because what I'm going to do, I'm over here where I'm going to have my pears at, and I'm going to plant all 3 of these trees. One I dug up from Easley Island, and I'm gonna plant that too. It's an Asian pear. But okay, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Georgia Harris, Dave Busby, Angela. Ooh, your last name. 20 Block Records. How you doing? Let me see. Salon Diva in the house. Creative Beauty. Raw Talk. Main course. Encouragement. Vision. Preparedness in the house. All right. Any questions whatsoever about anything that I've been doing? It's gonna get a little windy, y'all. It's busting out here. Okay. I know I've said a little bit of controversial stuff this week, to say the least. But hey, TLC in the garden, how you doing, sister? I said a lot of controversial things in the in my videos this week. And if anybody had any questions, I had a couple of emails I'm not gonna touch on. But and spitting mad knowledge. How is everybody doing? Let's try that first. I had some good news. My bees that died out here on the land, more bees are coming out here checking out my boxes, and they're going to move in. I see them pulling dead bees out, so that's a good sign. Okay, let's see. I seen a question. Can you grow mangoes and avocados in that area? I'm not going to grow it. I'm done trying to grow mangoes, avocados, all of that exotic stuff. I'm done with that. Whether I can or I can't, I'm just done. I just don't want to do it. I don't even, it's just unnecessary. I'm not doing that stuff no more. Trying to grow that stuff, even where I am out here, it's like, for what? To do a YouTube video? I'm done doing YouTube gardening videos, gardening for YouTube. Done with that. I really hope everybody. I think I was talking about realization the other day, and it kind of went left. But I guess that's what's been kind of bugging me so much, that everything is just so for views, you know. Everything now is just for views. And trying to get this, let's get this set up on a better base. I think this big old tree can sit by itself. Ooh. There we go. This will make this a little easier on me and y'all, I'm sure. Okay, that's a little better. So we got good news and bad news. Bad news, turkey is gone. My turkey is gone, and about five of my birds are gone. I think somebody stole my turkey and 3 other of my very exotic birds. And I know that something ate another one of my hens because of something stupid she did. She made she dug out a hole in the cage and made a bathing spot where they dig down into the ground, but it was kind of half in, half out of the cage. Hey, Karen Brown. So I saw that last time I was here, and I said I was going to do something about it. I was going to patch it up so nothing can get under, and I totally forgot. Sometimes it's just so much stuff to do. You can't be slipping out here. I'm kind of sad because they've been through so much. Those birds have been through, they have been through the ringer. They have escaped death so many times, and now it's like I keep driving all around the hole as far as I can see, trying to find out if they wandered off. So now I'm stuck with this rooster, and he just tearing these other 2 little hens I got. He tearing them apart. So I need to get to the farmer's market, because I'm hatching chicks right now, but I need some big hens immediately. Let me see. Oh, that's okay. This is all part of the game. Bionic Nomad. This is all part of the game. you know, and everybody keeps saying, oh, you gave them a name and getting attached. This is the part I'm so glad that I had a chance to tell y'all, like, just cut it out with that. I don't care if you name your livestock, they're livestock. Don't ever, ever get it twisted and start thinking that your livestock are pets. Soon as you start thinking that your livestock are pets, you're going to be greatly disappointed, discouraged, defeated, and depressed. Don't ever start thinking that your livestock is your pet. Either it's your pet and it's going to be in the house, or it's going to be livestock. You can't have both. You just can't have both, because if you get entirely too attached to your livestock like that, number one, you either going to have a problem trying to process it, or you're going to be hurt when something else eat it. This is the part I've been trying to tell folks. Something is going to eat your birds. People said, Led, don't eat it. It's either going to be me or something else in this doggone forest. This is a line in the universe that will not stop. It's going to keep going whether you want it to or not. Yeah, it does suck, but it is what it is. Now, hey, Big Kev, how you doing? So this is how this works. Either I get them or the world get them. And here I am. I've been feeding them for years, and now what is my benefit? What is my get back? Nothing. I've been feeding them, protecting them, taking care of them, nurturing them, everything for years. What's my get back? Sometimes you just gotta hey, Myra McLean says, I need this. I have a columnar apple trees. Wanted to know if I cut off some branches and stick it in water, will they root? Chili dog. Just do the chili dog method. Don't necessarily try to do no rooting or cutting on no apple tree. I ain't saying it won't work, but I've tried it. It's rough. Bonnie says she named her steer Sirloin. He's in the freezer now. There you go. Don't get too attached. My video keeps freezing. I see that. Oh, Lord. Hold on a minute, y'all. I think I know what it is. iPad feels like it's overheating because it's not hot out here, but the sun will bake your brains out for some reason. I don't even feel like being over here. Hold on a minute. It's too doggone hot to be in here. All right. Let's try this. Thank you, TLC. It's just so windy out there, and this iPad, my iPad is lousy with doing this. I never do StreamYard on my iPad. Thank you, Jamila. Say, because of you and your wife, I was encouraged to buy land this year. Let me put, I'm on StreamYard. I was encouraged to buy land this year. I was already growing my own food. So excited. Listen, are you ready? Jamila, are you ready? No, I was not. Jamila, you said you ready? I hope so. Cause woo, it's gonna be a rough one. That's all I can say. It's not. Jamila, do you got somebody else helping you? Do you have help? Paula has led my fig, and one of my pear trees is blooming. Where are you at, Paula? Depending on where you are, that's a good thing or a bad thing. Jamila Renee said, I have 10 kids and a husband. That's a lot of help. That is a lot of help. So yeah, I think you'll be okay. And for a barbecue in the house, what's going on? And anybody else I missed? Tanya Reynolds, how you doing? That's a lot of help right there. Oh, and for everybody to keep seeing this in my background that I've gotten comments on, this is not mine. This is my nephew's, and he had a cold beer, and I kept the bottle because it keeps water cold. And so I've gotten a comment on this freaking bottle a couple times, like, what's wrong with people, man? Okay, here's a question here. Okay, Jerry Brown, you have a place to buy grown chickens? Yes, in Colombia. Yes. Zena Adams says, hello, Led. Do you help others find land? My wife is a real estate agent, and she can help you. If you just email me at leadfarmer73@yahoo.no, don't do that. Don't do that. Go to easilygrowngarden.com/products, and you can get in touch with my wife. Okay. She can help you find some land, depending on where it is, of course. If it's in Florida or the Carolinas or Georgia, she can help you. Okay, Sandra says, when you are propagating a cutting in water, when do you plant it in dirt? It all depends. You got to look at, if I'm propagating it in water, you just got to look at that root structure. Once that root structure is strong enough, seem like it can go in some dirt, that's when I would do it. Don't get all happy because you got two little scriggly hairs coming off the bottom of that cutting. I let them almost start spiraling around the cut before I do any of that. Am I in Georgia? No, I'm in Colorado. I'm in Colorado, TJ. Pikes Peak, Colorado. So, all right. Okay, Wendland, say you watching from Lincoln Park, Michigan. Okay, close to my hometown. Killing me, man. I've gotten those questions, and now that I know something, and I keep trying to tell people they're gonna find out the hard way. They're gonna find out for themselves. Broke says, I thought you were in Boulder, Colorado. No, we moved. We moved from that homestead. That was weeks ago. That was weeks ago. We picked up and left from out of there. Neighborhood got a little shady and shifty, so we kind of picked up and just moved to Pikes Peak. What's up, Resilient Dad? How you doing, man? It's good to see you in here. Good to see you in the house. We just chopping it up, man. I said, let me just tap in here for real quick for the day and just say what's up to everybody and answer any questions, because I've gotten some. I don't want to bring them up. I've gotten some questions, and I don't really want to go there, but I'm down to answer it if necessary. Thank you, brother. Say, it's too cold in Colorado. Not if you keep your clothes on. See, don't get me cutting up. Don't get me cutting up, y'all. I'm trying to be a good boy. The whole video, Lady Liv was like, something is wrong with you. Let me see. Say, boss lady said, I can't wait until you get the survival camp going, because I want to join so badly. We working on it. I just don't want to half-ass do it. So we working on it. I'm gonna let you know. I'm going to put out a whole bulletin, okay? Any advice on what to load? See, this is why I hate being on the inside. For some reason, being inside, I got to put my glasses on. Any advice on what to load our garden compost with? Any foods we should avoid putting in there? You might not want to get that advice from me, because I'm going to tell you something that's going to go against the grain of everybody else. And everybody else keep telling me I don't know what I'm talking about, but they see me get food every year. I put everything in my compost. And here's the thing, another thing that I wanted to show y'all, but I can't. I wanted to go live the other day, but I just couldn't. I just needed to get something done. Do you hear that? Did you hear my rooster? That's my compost bin. I throw everything into my chickens. Everything, meat, all kind of. I throw everything in there. And they poop it out, and they churn it up, and they dig it up, and they scratch it into the soil. You put in leaves, you put in grass, you put in wood chips, and then you put in more stuff, and they churn it up and grind it up. God is my witness. I'm going to show you what they did for me. I was able to load, and I can load way more. I think I got 15 5-gallon buckets of pure, rich, dark, black compost from the chicken coop that used to be at my house. I just scooped it. That all used to be leaves, and I got proof because I got a piece of board under it, right? When you hit the board, when you hit that plywood, you see the real ground is under the plywood. All that soil about a foot deep, and it's in a 12 by 12 area times 2. So that's 12 by 24. 12 by 24 foot area. A foot deep of pure, rich, dark compost. And the only reason you know is nothing but leaves, food scraps, wood chips, grass clippings. You know how you know? It's because I lined the bottom of that chicken coop with plywood. And every time I hit that plywood, I know this is all my compost that I made, me and the chickens. This is not the earth. So I'm going to show y'all. I wanted to show y'all the other day. I even had my phone on a tripod. I was just into myself. I just couldn't do it. So a lot of people ain't going to want to hear none of that. Myra says, I still have the splint on my dwarf peach tree from when I first watched you years ago. Electrical tape is still on, and that limb is almost as strong as the trunk. 4 peaches last year. You know what, Myra? And people don't want to believe that. Everybody kept saying that'll never work. Mine healed up all the way around, and the beaver ended up eating it. Other than that, it's just... I'm trying to be a good boy. People don't believe anything unless lightning is shooting out of it. You understand what I'm saying? Don't nobody believe in simple things anymore. If I, like I told y'all how I planted those trees, dig a hole, put the freaking tree in the hole, and cover it up, water it, and walk away. That's so simple. That's not even a video. People need you making those. Remember how Daffy Duck be making them concoctions and them potions? Tom and Jerry, he making something to get the mice and stuff. And he in the lab, and sparks is shooting and lights is shooting out and all of this, right? Don't nobody believe that this could take out a mouse unless all them sparks and colors and lights and stuff was flickering. It's no different with this gardening game. If you see people, thank you, Q's Backyard Haven, say, I'm worried about my bare root persimmon tree. It has not grown since I bought it in September. It's in the ground. How big is it? Where are you at? Because all of this counts. And what kind of tree is it? Oh, you said persimmon. Oh. They grow slow. They start out growing slow for the first 2 years, and then they just skyrocket. Grown Hudson in the house. How you doing, sister? I was listening to your live stream yesterday. While I tell you, do you mix loam with your compost? The mixture was amazing for the garden. No, I don't. Boss lady say, I thought I was going to start the chili dog method on our pear tree soon, but I'm in Ohio. It keeps snowing. Yeah, and I got a lot of air layers to do, but look, it's supposed to be 35 degrees tonight. Right now, it's 72 degrees. Let me make sure. Yeah, it's 72 degrees outside. It's 90 in here. It's 72 degrees. But it's going to be 35 degrees tonight. That's why I'm just taking my time. So, like I was saying, people don't believe nothing unless it's just extra. You'll believe a person, like it's I ain't gonna do that. People will tell you need to add this additive, that additive, this additive, that additive, all of this stuff, right? All of this freaking potion. And then they wonder why their tree be dead or slow or burn up. You burning it. It's just burning up your fruit and your vegetables, burning up your garden. I'm going to say this, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. When I'm watching YouTube, especially in this community, and I'm watching people's garden, because yes, I watch your channel too. Everybody, I watch your channel. And when I see it and I see how people, they say, oh, mine didn't do good, mine failed. I'll be thinking about what you said in the beginning of the season when you added all this fertilizer and all these weird concoctions that you got from each and every channel. You got this concoction, that concoction, this special recipe, that special recipe. Some people throwing Miracle Grow on top of that. And then you go throw some 10-10-10 on top of that. And then at the end of the season, you be wondering what happened. And I just be like, man, y'all gonna learn. It's gonna take some years to learn. Every every year, every season, well, every growing season is a whole year wasted. And I don't think we put that into, we don't think about it. Every growing season is another year of your life in the garden wasted for trying to do too much crazy stuff. A whole year gone. And then we're sitting in the house all winter, twiddling our thumbs, waiting for that next shot. That ooh, that's the biggest excitement. That's the biggest excitement of gardening, is you get another chance to try this again. It's like playing the game at the fair. You know your first 3 balls, you're gonna miss the milk jugs. You're gonna miss them. You needed to get a feel of them, the ball first, the weight of the ball, and how heavy the milk jugs is. After about your 10th try, and you done lost about $30, then you figure, okay, let's try something different. There's no different. You just, that excitement of just trying again because you think you done figured it out. The whole thing is, it you putting too much stuff on that garden. Terrence B, have you experienced chickens eating their eggs before you can get them? Yes. That means they are lacking in nutrients or of some sort. They're lacking in protein. They're not getting enough protein. They're not getting enough calcium in their body. And you have to supplement that in one way, form, or fashion, or they will keep eating their eggs. There is one chicken, though, that they makes me sick. They are one of the most beautiful hens out there, but they make me utterly sick. It's that black Australorps. Hate them. I can't stand them. I can't stand them because they are notorious for eating eggs. They ain't missing in no nutrition. They just like to taste. And guess what? They won't even eat their own eggs. They eat everybody else's eggs like a jealous old, you know. They go off messing with other people's kids. They will sit there and eat all the other hen's eggs or just crush the shell on purpose. Like, you understand? They are horrible to me. They are so beautiful. So beautiful. Especially the Asian, I forget the name of this, Isa, the Asian Isa, something like that. They look like the black Australorps, but they got this big gold breast. Man, beautiful. Hate them though, because they will destroy everything you're trying to accomplish. I used to leave them outside of the cage on purpose. Guess what? They don't never die. Don't nothing else wants to eat them for some reason. You could leave them on the outside of the cage for a year. Somebody found my chicken when I brought all my hens here. Somebody found one of my black Australorps, and she was so beautiful. And we said, you were the only one in the neighborhood that had chicken, so we was going to bring it by. And you were on vacation or something. You were going. I was gone. When I finally came back, and they came and told me, and my chicken, I was in Florida. My chicken had been with them for 2 weeks. They fell in love with it. We hate to see her go. I said, well, keep her. Keep her. Are you serious, man? Have at it. She's all yours. She's been giving us the biggest, beautiful, most delicious eggs. Have it. Australorps, keep them. Hey, JT Jr. grows it. Where'd you go? Dang, keep missing you, brother. Said, while my black Australorp birds been eating their eggs recently, I've been giving them more worms, calcium. Man, them black Australorps don't care. It ain't a thing of, they got an attitude problem. It ain't about nutrients for them. They gotta, I'm trying to think of somebody in my head to do spiteful stuff like this, man. Like that chick used to be on Dallas, J.R. Ewing's wife, stuff like that. They just horrible, man. I hate them. Anything to say Australorp on it, I stay away from. Can't stand them. Let me go back and see if I missed anything. Said I call my 5 black Australorps my flock the chicken mafia because they gang up on other hens. Yes, they do. And it's like they're like velociraptors, how they talk to each other like on Jurassic Park, and they be smart with it. Yo, I can't stand them. They be beating up on all the other chickens and they like it. They laugh. Okay. I think I got all the questions, I think. Okay. So we've been in here 35 minutes. No questions. I'll let y'all go because I don't want to take you out here and then I'll be pop locking, dropping for summer. It's super windy today and my signal and this doggone something told me not to go live on this dang on iPad. They suck at picking up a signal. Suck. Hey, the educated natural. How you doing, my sister? It's good to see you. Hello, April Pope, my beautiful sister. How you doing? It's so good to see you. It's so good to see you. This is my sister, y'all. Man, wow. It's so good to see you. Okay. What's going on, April? Say Uncle, let me see. Uncle Led, what air mixture do you make for air layer? I just use like peat moss. You can use anything, really. You really can use anything. It's nothing special that you have to use. It's just the simplicity of the method. That's all. I just use peat moss. It don't matter. Potting soil, you can use some potting soil, whatever. It's going if you do it right, it's gonna work every single time. So let me see. Let me see. Okay. So, any questions? Because I'll let y'all go. I got so much stuff to do. If y'all seen, oh, dang, I can't even take you everywhere I want to take you. I put out my traps. I got my traps and I caught the wrong animal. I don't know how I'm not gonna say what I caught. I just don't know how I'm gonna get it out. No questions. Okay. I use the shell from the eggs. I don't throw away. I let the shell dry and make powder. I put in the soil of my plants. You use the eggs. You use the shell from your eggs. I think you mean to fertilize your plants. I'm not a believer at all in feeding your eggshells back to your chickens. I think you asking for it. Happy Mac, no, but I've seen one. I've seen one and I hope I don't catch it. I caught something else, but oh my goodness. I pray I don't catch that one. We got skunks and armadillos. How do you keep flies off your crops? Your crops of what? See, I'm ready to be a bad boy, and I'm trying to be good. Lady Led told me I gotta be good. I'm trying to be good. I could have took that question out of space, but I'm trying to be a good boy. How do you keep? I think people be setting me up too for a good one, because I could take. How do you keep flies off my crop? Oh man, I'm telling you, I got a bunch of stuff I could say to that one. I'm gonna leave that alone. I don't know what kind of crop you got. I don't know where you are. I don't know why flies are on your crop. I'm just not gonna do it. Okay, I'm not gonna do it. How long does it take for an air layer to root? Just be patient. There is no specific time. You can start looking in about 30 days. In the piping hot heat of the summer, sometime you could see a root or two in about 2 weeks. But for the most part, check in 30 days. And then after that, I know people kept saying, you said 30 days, Led. No, I didn't. I've never said it. I said, in about 30 days, take a look. That's why I did the chili dog method, so you can be nosy without disturbing or destroying the root system. So 30 days or more. Okay. Hey, Boss Lady says, with this cicada thing coming up this year, how do you think that it will affect your garden? You know, to me, not at all. I think we're thinking about the wrong insect. Think about this. What have you ever? I want everybody to ask yourself this, and because I keep seeing this question in everybody's chat. What have you ever seen cicadas do? Like ever in your whole life? Even before you started gardening, anybody, what have you ever seen cicadas do? Like in a destructive manner, besides litter your driveway with their corpses. Anybody? They leave the crunchy shells on your tires, right? On your tree. And sometimes they don't make it, so they just be on your front porch like this upside down. Everybody keep worrying about, because they say the cicadas is going to be bad this year. So what? I mean, so are the red ants, everything. But I would probably have more to tell you about some ant problem than cicadas. Everybody tripping about them cicadas. I'm not worried about it. Matter of fact, I heard that from another YouTuber. Somebody asked her, and I was listening. And I was like, cicadas. But then everybody keep getting this question in their chat, and I'm like, why is everybody worried about the cicadas? Right? Journey says too much noise. You don't never see them nibbling on the leaves of your plants, nibbling on your tree leaves of your trees. Nothing. You don't even see them mating. You say you got hit in the eye with one when you was riding your bike. You know what? When I was about 12 years old, I had one of the BMX dirt bikes and I was jumping ramps. And I thought I was going the fastest I had ever went in my life. And then I feel like I got hit by a baseball in the chest. Knocked me off my bike. When I got knocked off the bike, it knocked the wind out of me. So it took me a minute with this fake. And when I finally could breathe and felt my chest, the lump was still on me. And I looked down, it was a cicada. So I don't know whether I was about to lose my mind because I fell off my bike. My bike just kept going. I'm on the concrete, but the cicada was just on me like this. And I kept doing this. He wasn't going nowhere. He hit me so hard, it bruised me right here. He was hanging on to dear life, and I damn near took that shirt off, ran to the house. Okay, let's see. Boss Lady, I had to Google what they eat This is what it says. Larvae suck juices from plant roots, while adults suck fluids from woody shrubs and trees. Yeah, I've never seen such a thing. Maybe it's just me. I've never seen them do nothing but fly and crash into stuff, and birds eating them, and bodies all over the. Let the bodies hit the floor. I've never seen them do anything that has anything to do with gardening. I've been gardening almost my whole life, and I've never had the word cicada has never came out of my mouth in a good way or a bad way. They just didn't matter to me. Soil soldier. There go my dude. What's going on, man? Been looking for you. So you said don't space your fruit trees far apart. So how far do you space your trees and why? I answered that a couple weeks ago. I didn't say don't space your trees far apart. I said you don't have to. It's all up to you. This is what I need you to do, soil soldier. Go do research on backyard gardening and backyard farming versus industrialized gardening and farming. And you're going to see a vast difference in why they do what they do. When you go to a nursery, when you go to a nursery and the tag says plant from, I probably got one in here, plant trees 15 to 20 feet apart. They have their reasons for that. They're kind of, these nurseries, these big nurseries, let me tell you something. Sunday backyard farmer in the house. What's going on, brother? These big nurseries, we are a byproduct of what they really do. And let's put that on the line. These big nurseries, I'm not going to name any of them, but they really sell to farms and industries and agriculture. That one little piece that they sell stuff to us, that's just the throwbacks. We're just what we are. We're the we're the diesel fuel of their whole operation. We're the byproduct of their whole operation. Their whole operation is not geared towards the backyard gardener. Their whole operation, really, the seed companies, the fruit tree companies, all of them, their real plan is to sell to big farms and big industry and big corporations. But they got a little store on the back of the company so your average Joe like me and you can come in. That's these nurseries online, and that's where we get our fruit trees up. I'm gonna tell you how I found that out. Number one, I know somebody in this industry, and I became close with them. But number two, think of this. Have you ever ordered a tree? Anybody in here, have you ever ordered a tree from a nursery? You ordered it, you paid for it, everything was on point, right? And then you was waiting on your tree. Then you look back at your order and it said cancel. You call the company and it's like, hey, yo, I ordered a tree and yeah, we out of that tree. You wasn't out of that tree 30 days ago when I ordered it and bought it. Yeah, we're going to return your money. I'm going to tell you how that works. Selling you, average Joe Blow, a fruit tree, you mean nothing. If this farmer says he wants 400 apple trees and she only got 399 left, 399 apple trees left, she taking your apple tree and giving it to him because he's paying a premium for that tree. You are buying byproduct prices, and they praying that those byproducts get sold before winter comes. I'm just telling you how, and I ain't making this up. Go research it yourself. What is too much to pay for a Miwa kumquat 3-foot high tree? How bad do you want it? That's how much. How bad do you want it? I can't tell you how to do your finances now. Okay. How much is too much for a Miwa kumquat? That's completely up to you. I got a question. I got a question for you. Well, I can tell you this. I can't tell you how much is too much for you. If I found a Miwa kumquat this tall, this is me. I'm talking about me. I'm just going to tell you what I would do for me, not you. If I found a Miwa kumquat in a 1 gallon pot about this tall and they wanted $39 for it to $50 for it, I would buy it. That's me. I can't tell you what to do because I love the fruit. You may hate the fruit. Where do you buy? Where do you order Mortgage Lifter Seed Zone? Just go online somewhere. They just Google it, and it'll have a whole bunch of places you can get it. Okay, on the tray says mine is about 2 foot, and I paid $52 for it. If you taste the fruit, you gotta taste the fruit. Let me tell you. Okay. Guard Love said, good answer. Good answer. Guard Love got a Miwa kumquat. Miwa kumquat. Let me wait. Let me get a second before I open my mouth. I think the Miwa kumquat is my favorite citrus of all time. Hands down. I know that's saying a lot, but that's me, and that's what I'm saying. The Miwa kumquat is the best citrus of all to me, and that's my own opinion. That's my own taste buds, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because they're so abundant. Their fruit never freezes over the winter. So now I still got fruit right now, edible fruit right now. And it's been through 30 degrees, 20 degrees, 17 degrees all winter. And I can still pick them off the tree and eat them right now. And they taste, you eat the whole fruit. So it's like eating grapes, but they're oranges. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to explain, and it's super sweet. I can't explain it no better than that. Prime says, hey, Liv family, Pops and I are rooting all this fruit trees whips just to exchange with folks like are cool with swapping. Yeah, we don't mess around with that one. But thank you, brother. Let me see. When you buy fruit trees from the big box store where they give you fruit the same year, sometimes they will. It just depends. I'm going to give you one that usually if you buy a fruit tree from a big box store, I can tell you the kind, some of them that, and it depends on where you are too. That it depends on where you are. Most citrus will give you some fruit that first year, depending on how big it is, how mature the tree is. Most peaches will probably give you fruit that first year, even in that same pot that you bought it in. So that's a, that's, I wouldn't go on that. And the whole thing is just take care of it, make sure it's ready to be fruiting in the first place. You really just don't want your brand new tree fruiting like that anyway. You want those roots to grow. Guard Love said, and if you are limited in space, they do amazing in pots. Yes. Miwa kumquats love containers. Love containers. Yes, they do. Thank you for that, my sister. Salon Diva said, Led, do you absolutely need 2 apple trees to fertilize each other? I purchased a pink lady tree. Do I need another to fertilize it? I always say this. It's just better to have another one. I'm gonna tell you why. For for most for most people, if you have an apple tree, a pear tree, stuff like that, sometimes pecans, the thing that you forget about is how many of these wild crab apples grow in your neighborhood, right? A crabapple tree will pollinate almost every kind of apple. A Bradford pear tree, those are the ones that's just decorative, that stink like a brothel. Those will pollinate most pear trees. So if you bought one pear tree and you got a neighbor with a Bradford pear down the street, and the wind is always blowing in your direction, or you got a lot of insects, that tree is going to pollinate your pear tree. If you have an apple tree, say you got that pink lady, and you see a whole bunch of crabapple trees at close to the park in about a 2-mile radius, by the park, by the road, the neighbors got beautiful crabapple trees just for show, will pollinate all your apples. So your tree will produce, but it's just always best to have a different one, like a Gold Delicious, a crab apple, or a Granny Smith, something like that that's going to make sure it's pollinated. If you don't want to do that, I can teach you how to graft. So you can just graft one branch of the Gold Delicious onto your tree, and now all you using that branch for is to pollinate the rest of the whole tree. So you only got one trunk, but one little pollinating branch. That's what got me into grafting in the first place. I didn't want all the different kind of trees. I just wanted one, but I wanted to pollinate it with this, that, this. Then I went crazy and stuck a bunch of apples onto a tree. Let me see. How you doing, Rita Johnson? It's good to see you here. Welcome. Let me see. Hi, Led. I bought an elderberry, grape, strawberry, and a fig plant today. Any recommendations on keeping them alive would be great. I can't. I don't. Zone 5B. I don't know what city you at. I don't know what situation you are. Do you got them in the backyard? You got them in a container? You put them in the ground? I have no idea how to keep them alive. I do have one suggestion. Read as much information as you possibly can. You're not going to get quick information cliff notes off of YouTube. Some of this stuff you gotta read. You gotta read. That's the hard part. Everybody don't want to do that part of starting the garden. They want those cliff notes. They want that YouTuber to tell them what to do. That YouTuber ain't always right. I'm not always right. You got to do some reading. You got to go watching these local extensions for your area. If you're in Florida, listen to the Florida extension. You have to. Okay. Hey, G Quat, how you doing today? It's good to see you in here, Auntie Ellen. Priscilla Willis said, right, get a crab apple. I have a lot on my property, but I'm trying to splice different apples on one tree. Yes. Here you go. Any tips for Meyer lemon trees in containers? I kept from the frost, but got some mold. You got mold? If you got mold on a Meyer lemon tree, that's 9 times out of 10 just some old sap from aphids. You might want to look at that a little closer. Just wipe that off with a rag. It'll be fine. Some napkins. Or just wait till it heat up and then shoot the whole thing with a water hose. That's right, June. Okay, you guys. I didn't want to keep you long. I just wanted to talk to y'all real quick. See if you had any questions for me. If you don't, I can push out. I don't want to keep y'all here all day at all. It says same here. I got mold on my Meyer lemon. If you got mold on your Meyer lemon, I bet you it's from the sap from aphids. If you have aphids and they let out honeydew, and the ants aren't there to eat the honeydew will mold and it'll turn black, and it'll make you think that you got a problem that you don't even have. Thank you for that, June. Well, look, I'm gonna let y'all go because I gotta go plant these trees before it get dark. You see that? Thumb keep coming on the screen. Let me see. Yeah, just wipe the leaves off. It's that simple. I'm going to try to show you, if I don't break up, I'm gonna try to show you what my trees is looking like so far. I'm just hoping I don't break up. It's beautiful out here. Look at this. I hope y'all can see that. I know this iPad don't pick up like my phone does. Beautiful. Can y'all see that okay? This is what I've been working on. Got all my trees in. I'm gonna try to be still. All the trees in, everything is up and running. All my apples in. I'm moving slow so I don't cut out. I don't know what that's all about, but got all my apples in the row. And now I'm about to go start on my pears. So this is it, you guys. I'm sorry for the bad reception. I don't know what's going on with that. Well, it ain't working either, is it? I got my trap set for these creatures, and I gotta go figure out. I'm not going to, this animal that I caught, I'm not gonna take him out. I'm not gonna get rid of him, you know. This animal is, I just want to let him go. You know. Do you have gophers? You know something? When I saw your video, Garden Love, on that gopher getter, I've never had gophers or underground diggers in my life. I saw something that reminded me of when I used to live in Ohio. I know what groundhogs, gophers, and moles, that little trail they leave. I was walking through my woods and I saw that. That's what got me interested. Look at this. That's what got me interested. So that's why I started watching and paying attention to what you were saying. Because if they're in my woods, they're on my land. So I better get ready for them. Thank you, Dave Busby. All right, y'all. Let me get out of here because this ain't gonna turn out how I wanted it. What I really wanted to show you is where my pears is going, and I was going to take you on this tour of some of the stuff I've done, but I guess I'll leave that in a video. Okay, everybody, let me hurry up and get this because the wind is blowing hard and it's gonna get dark real soon, and I don't want to catch that. All right, and I got trees to chop down. So everybody, have a wonderful Sunday. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your life. Okay. Land Farmer 73. I love y'all. And I'm out. Okay. Peace. Dang, I don't even know where to cut it off on this thing. Say I got gophers, moles, voles. They are a nightmare. Well, you might want to go over to Garden Love's channel. I'm going to put her back up here. This is my good friend, Garden Love. Please go over to her channel that I got her posted on the screen right now. Go over to her channel. She's an excellent gardener. Me and her been doing this for a long time. Go over to her channel, and she has something that I think, and she has proof that it works, that'll solve everybody's problem. If you got gophers, moles, voles, all of that business. So please go check her out. She's on the screen right here. Take a screenshot and go over to her channel here on YouTube, okay? You say that means I'm just not supposed to cut off? Yeah, I think I better go. Everybody, y'all have a wonderful day. Live Farmer 73. I love y'all, and I'm out, okay? All right, peace. Okay, thought I ended that. Let the